Jai Guruji, Namaste Guruji. Sangaji, only and only with Guruji Maharaj's immense grace and blessings, we are reading his divine Granth, the Light of Divinity. And to continue the journey, the satsang that we will be reading today is documented in the Granth under the title In Him Lives the Jyoti of Lord Shiva. I came in touch with His Holiness Guruji in 1986. Guruji is not an ordinary saint. He has in him the Jyoti, the light of Lord Shiva. Like Lord Shiva, Guruji is an epitome of love and compassion for human beings. Any person who comes to Guruji's darbar with faith gets cured. His Holiness Guruji conveys to his disciples the message of God Almighty. He preaches that God is one and all human beings, irrespective of their caste, creed, color, and religion, are equal and are from the family of God. He preaches love for humanity and exhorts his disciples to help the needy. He has divine powers and he is omniscient. He knows the past, the present, and the future. He can predict coming events and has spiritual healing powers. He has performed God-like miracles to heal patients who have been declared incurable by the best doctors. Blessings all around. I have been the recipient of Guruji's blessings on numerous occasions. In 1987, my wife developed some internal growth. Doctors advised her to undergo an immediate operation to avoid the malignancy from spreading further. We came to Guruji to seek his blessings for the success of the operation and told him of what the doctors had said. Guruji gave her Amrit and said there was no need for an operation. Having full faith in Guruji's blessings, we did not opt for the operation. After 2 years, my wife felt a pain in the abdomen. Our checkup at the Chandigarh PGI found no growth. She only had colic pain. Guruji in two places at one time. In February 1992, my mother fell very sick and went into a coma. She was 95 years of age and there was no hope of her surviving. It was 28th of February and unable to look at the agony of my mother, I prayed mentally to Guruji, who was in Jalandhar, to come and give relief to her. It was 6:30 p.m. A moment after my prayer, Guruji came in our room through the front door, which was closed from inside. We were exceedingly surprised to see him. Guruji asked my wife to bring a glass of water, which he blessed. He asked us to serve 2 spoons of the blessed water to my mother and assured us that my mother would last till 2 a.m. Guruji then left us, cautioning us not to come out of the room for 10 minutes. We came out after that interval and inquired from the police guard at the gate of Guruji's arrival. The guard had no clue. He informed us that nobody had entered the room, leave alone Guruji. I immediately telephoned Guruji's at Jalandhar and was surprised to know that Guruji was present in the Sangat at the time he had visited us. After that, we served the blessed water to my mother and she expired at 2 a.m., exactly as Guruji had foretold. Guruji was therefore present at two places, the Sangat and our house simultaneously. Shiva Darshan. My daughter is also a devotee of Guruji. In 1998, Guruji was staying in Sector 33, Chandigarh. Whenever she prayed to Guruji, my daughter always asked for the darshan of Lord Shiva. One morning, when my daughter got up, she was surprised to notice that every photograph of Guruji in her room had changed to that of Shivji Maharaj. She entered the drawing room and noticed that Lord Shiva was sitting on the carpet, close to the photograph of Guruji. But at that time, she did not reveal to us that she had had the darshans. In the evening, we visited Guruji. On coming close to Guruji, my daughter noticed a dazzling light around the face and could not bear the reflection of the holy light. She cried uncontrollably and was spellbound. She experienced the presence of Shivji Maharaj within Guruji. She remained under this blissful state for a week thereafter. We inquired from Guruji about her condition. Guruji told us that since my daughter had wanted to see Shivji Maharaj in all her prayers, he had fulfilled her desire. Healing waters. On 29th April 1998, I fell down in my bathroom and broke 3 ribs. I was admitted to the hospital. On 15th May, I was referred to the PGI, Lucknow. There, the doctors took echo and ECG tests and said there was a partial damage to my heart, the test revealing a shadow over it. The ECG confirmed their diagnosis. On 29th May, I got myself examined again from Dr. Mahesh Chandra, professor and head of the cardiology department of King George Medical College, Lucknow. He also took the echo and ECG tests and confirmed the findings. On 2nd June, I came to Guruji in Delhi and sought his blessings. I told him what the doctors had found. He asked for a glass of water, which he blessed, and then asked me to unbutton my shirt and sprinkle water from the glass. He pronounced me fully cured but advised a re examination. A day later, I got myself examined from Dr. Karlopia, head of cardiology at the Army Referral and Research Hospital in New Delhi. He also took the echo and ECG tests and gave me a clean bill of health, saying my heart was normal and there was no shadow around it. He was surprised when he compared the recent test reports with the previous echo and ECG reports. He said only a miracle could have happened between 29th May and 3rd June. Otherwise, my heart condition could not have changed so drastically. When I returned to Lucknow, I showed my ECG and echographs to the doctors. They were equally surprised and said this change was not medically possible. I have been hale and hearty ever since. Such is the divine power of Guruji. Difficult ties. My brother in law and I jointly owned a commercial plot in Sector 35, Chandigarh. In 1998, I invited Guruji to lay the foundation stone of the shop cum flat. When Guruji came to the plot site, he was reluctant to lay the foundation stone, but on my insistence, he did so. Guruji then produced one gold souvenir from the air and gave it to me. He told me that I would profit, but would have a strained relationship with my brother in law. Soon after the construction of the building began, it had to be stopped midway. It was resumed after 1 year. When the building was complete, there was a dispute between me and my brother in law, and as a result, we had stopped talking to each other. The building could fetch me rupees 50,000 as rent for my share, but we could not rent it out because of our difficult relationship. What Guruji told us at that time came true. After 4 years, I could sell my share in the building only with difficulty, but I did make a profit. Journeys without petrol. In 1989, I was posted at the Patiala district judge. Guruji came from Jalandhar to stay with us. For his return journey, I sent my driver with my private car. Though the petrol tank was full, I also gave rupees 300 to the driver for buying petrol in case it was required. The driver came back eager to share the details of a miracle. He told us that he had spent the extra money on petrol, but one day when there was no petrol left in the car, Guruji had asked him to drive the car. He told Guruji there was no petrol in the car and he had no money. Guruji still asked him to start the car. He obeyed, and to his amazement, the car started and the petrol indicator showed that the tank was full. He could not believe that the car was running without petrol. Therefore, during all the 5 days he stayed with Guruji, the car ran without petrol. Whenever Guruji sat in the car and asked him to start it, on the on the last day, Guruji produced 300 rupees note and gave it to him, saying this was the sum given to for buying petrol. The driver, Karam Singh, at the time of writing, working in the office of the Patiala district judge. Fulfilling desires. In 1987, I was posted at Roper. One day I saw a photograph of them, then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, in the newspaper. She was wearing a Rudraksh mala around her neck. I wondered if Guruji could give me one Rudraksh to me as prasad. After about 2 months, I went to meet Guruji at Jalandhar. He was sitting in the Sangat. He asked me if I wanted anything from him. I said no, and that I was just happy with his blessings. He asked me to extend my hand. I did so, and Guruji placed a Rudraksh on my palm. He asked if this was what I had wanted from him. Guruji gave me the kind of prasad I had thought of 2 months earlier. I have had the Rudraksh with me ever since. Guruji can fulfill the desires of his devotees even if they don't explicitly ask him for anything. Saving my son. My son was seriously injured in a motorcycle accident in 1999. He was alone and was brought back home by guards posted outside the Chandigarh house. I was at that time in Lucknow. He did not go to the hospital. All he did was to keep Guruji's photograph by his bedside and have milk with turmeric powder and ghee. In the morning after the accident, when he woke up, he realized his injuries were serious. Blood had oozed out of his ear. His neck and head were swollen so much that he was unrecognizable. The accident had taken place at around 11 p.m. and he was taken to the hospital next day at around noon. The doctors were amazed that he had survived without any medical aid. He was immediately taken to the emergency ward and was found to have suffered a hemorrhage and a hairline fracture of the skull. Luckily, the blood from the internal injury had oozed out through the ear. The doctors were insisting on an operation, but he waited till we came from Lucknow late the next day. On the way, we contacted Guruji and told him about the accident. Guruji assured us of his blessings. My son, in the meantime, was kept under observation. Thanks to Guruji's blessings, the doctor did not feel any necessity for an operation, but due to the head injury, my son's face was paralyzed. Guruji sent us a copper tumbler that he had blessed. The moment we gave water from the tumbler to my son, his condition started improving. To the doctor's amazement, his paralysis vanished within 2 days, and my son was discharged and fully cured within few days. Subsequent X-ray of his skull and an MRI showed no signs of any fracture or hemorrhage. My son had been perfectly fit and fine ever since. Such is the God-like healing power that our Guruji possess. Guruji Maharaj has also blessed my son with the divine darshan of the Almighty Lord Shiva. There are many such miracles that Guruji has performed and continue to do so daily to help us, the needy and the suffering. He loves the high and low equally. His compassion knows no bounds. He who has faith in him can purify his life. If he has faith in him, he takes on all our worries. Guruji does not have any worldly needs. He shuns all offerings. He needs nothing. He has graced the earth to lessen our miseries. Have faith in Guruji and get his blessings. Shukrana Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Sangaji, this is Satsang of Justice A.S. Gill. And while reading the Satsang, whatever mistakes I have made, I seek forgiveness for all of them with folded hands from Guruji and all of you. Thank you. Jai Guruji.